Are you tight and weak on your thoracic, upper back, and core muscles? Hi, my name is Annie and welcome to my channel, Annie Pilates Physical Therapist. I'll be demonstrating a lovely 10-minute yoga flow to strengthen and lengthen and stretch the flexibility and mobility of your spine and deep core activation if you're suffering from scoliosis. So get your mat ready and join me. Okay, my friends, let's start on your hands and knees position. Hands level to your shoulders, knees level to your hips for a gentle cat and camel warm-up to help strengthen and warm up your upper back and core muscles engagement as you round your shoulder to inhale and exhale as you look up to a camel. When you do angry cat, you want a pelvic curl, belly button in, round your shoulder as you exhale and inhale as you look up for a camel and lower your pelvis and hips down to stretch your low back. Arch your back to a camel and angry cat to pelvic curl in. Inhale and exhale. You're going to do a warm-up on your thoracic spine by gentle child pose. That's the next one. If your curvature is on your left, turn away to the left and go to your right side. Both hands at the side of the mat on your right. Lower your hips to child pose position and hold it there for a few breaths. If you want to try the other side towards your curvature, that's fine as well. My recommendation, if you're going to go to the left side, is to stay a little less. Maybe just a few breaths instead of a longer hold. Now gently go back to your hands and knees position, hands at the edge of the mat in front of you for a puppy pose to stretch your thoracic spine. Inhale and exhale. One more breath in as you slowly go back to your hands and knees position for a beautiful trunk twist to mobilize your thoracic spine. So I'm going to turn on one side, looking behind past my shoulder towards my foot. So I'm looking back to the opposite side as I exhale. Inhale to one side. Exhale away from your curvature to further stretch the curvature. If your curvature is on your left, then turn to the right and breathe out. And if your curvature is on your right, turn to the left. So try to stay longer away from your curvature. Inhale and exhale. Last deep breath in and exhale. Now let's engage our core muscles for a lovely bird dog as you extend your arm and elbow opposite of your leg, extending your knee. Try to keep your balance, and this is great to strengthen your upper back muscles and your core and glutes muscles. With scoliosis, you're going to have a lot of weakness on your hips area, especially in the side where you have the concave side. So you want to stay longer on the area that you have concave side. So if your curvature is on your right, you're going to try to balance more on your left hand and right knee. And if your concave is on the opposite side, you want to stay on that side longer as you breathe in and breathe out. Leave your belly button in as you hold that pose. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to progress by gentle twist. So I'm reaching on my foot, balancing, and then back to bird dog, and then lower foot down, and then switch the other side and reach for your foot. It's hard to balance and you might lose your balance, so be careful. If you can't challenge it and reach for your foot, then you can try just a trunk twist and keeping your hands both on the mat. It's slightly bending your knee, or even just tapping your leg or your hip area on the opposite side. But if you want to progress, you can reach and tap your toes. The next exercise is downward dog. So grab the mat with your toes and slowly lift your hips off the mat. Gently further extend your knees and pedal left and right. Try your best to touch your heels towards the floor to further stretch your calves and hamstrings. Now let's challenge the curvature by doing a gentle trunk twist and gently trunk twist away. So if your curvature is on your left, turn away and go to your right side and stay extra longer. And if your curvature is on your right, go to your left And then let's go back to the center for beautiful knees to chest. So slowly bend your knees, squat and extend. This is a great way to engage your glutes muscles and strengthen and stretch your upper back. Slowly kneel down to the mat to hands in knees position. Slowly lower your hands down for a gentle thread the needle. So I'm going to lift my left hand up first and lower my hand down for thread the needle underneath. And if my curvature is on my right, I'm going to focus to open up my left and go down, thread the needle to twist rotation away from the curvature. So I said earlier, you can do both ways, but stay extra longer on your concave side. So now, let's try it again. If my concave is on my left, I'm going to open my left more and twist towards my right as I breathe in and breathe out. And gently go up to my hands and knees, and then twist with my right, opening my concave and twist in for gentle rotation as I breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Let's go back to your hands and knees position and lower your hips down to a gentle child pose to rest and centralize everything on your upper back. So we're going to do a nice series of downward dog, upward facing dog, and bow pose series. So let's go to our hands and knees. Lift your knees off the mat, downward dog, lower your hips down to an upward facing dog, exhale, and then gently bend your knees for a bow pose. As you breathe in and breathe out, lower your feet down as you slowly lower your chest down and press your hands up to push yourself up for a downward dog. So it's a series as we slowly lower your hips down, full plank to core engage, and then upward facing dog. Then gently bend your knees for a bow pose to further stretch your chest and neck and quads muscles. Now lower your chest down and brace yourself for another upward facing dog. Gently press up back to downward dog. Grab the mat with your toes. Exhale as you go to upward facing dog. Gently bend your knees to a bow pose as you breathe in and breathe out. Exhale, lower your feet and your chest down. Let's go for high kneeling, extending your arm forward and to the side, reaching back as you breathe out, and then twist to the other side and reach back. If your scoliosis is on your right, curvature, focus on your left, reach for your heel and open your left side. And if your curvature is on your left, twist to the right. Inhale and exhale. Always best to stretch further on the concave side. So if your concave is on your left, turn more on your right and stay extra longer. Last one on the other side, just to mobilize the convex side. Let's go down to the mat for a mermaid position. 1 foot behind and 1 foot in front. 90 degrees bend on your knee if you can, keeping your back in neutral position. And let's start mobilizing your pelvis. One side could be lower. You could be a little bit leaning on one side. Try to stretch overhead. And if you want to stretch, lean on the convex and overhead stretch on your concave side. So if I'm tight on my left, I'm leaning on my right, overhead stretch on my left side over my head. And if you're on the other side, then it's best to do the opposite side. But it's great to do both ways to mobilize your pelvis as you breathe in and breathe out. One more, lean on your elbow, overhead stretch. Feel that lovely stretch on your ribs. If you have rib hump and tight thoracic spine. Now gently trunk rotation to help counteract the rotation of your spine both ways to strengthen your thoracic spine muscles. Now let's switch to the other side. As I said earlier, it's okay to do both ways to see the effects of your curvature. You might find one side a little bit tighter, and that's normal. And then overhead stretch even your convex side, but don't strain that area too long. It's best just to mobilize it and rotate gently. And if this is your area that you need to stay longer, Go ahead and stay extra few deep breaths on this position. Inhale and exhale. Then go back up to stretch. Trunk rotation if you need to relieve tension. Overhead stretch to stretch your ribs and shoulders off your concave side. Inhale, rotate, exhale, back center. Last one. As you gently stretch out to the side. And let's go back to a butterfly position and locust pose if you like. To cool down properly, look up to the heavens, place your hands together, clasp your fingers and lean to one side. It's best to lean away from the concave side, and if your concave is on the other side, lean to that side. And if you just want to feel the gentle stretch, you can do both ways, left and right, but stay extra longer away from the curvature, which means if your curvature is on your right, turn to the left and stay extra few deep breaths to expand your ribs and your thoracic spine muscles. Gently lean forward to cool down, to stretch your low back and mid back area. Inhale. Exhale. And that's it. I'm hoping you enjoyed this lovely yoga flow for scoliosis. If you love this video, please subscribe to my channel, ring the bell so you won't miss anything, like and share this to your friends and loved ones, and always remember, be safe, be well, and healthy you. Until next time, namaste. Bye.